Welcome to Candid Creoles, where we elevate and celebrate Haitian excellence and friends. And today we have with us Yanatha Desouvre. Yanatha serves as a full-time faculty of entrepreneurship at Miami-Dade College. He's a public speaker, born in Port-au-Prince and raised in Brooklyn and Phillies. He earned a Bachelor's of Science in Business Administration with a focus on Management Information System and Marketing from Drexel University. And Yanatha received an MBA with a focus on Marketing, Mass Communication, and Media Management from Lynn University. He is an author, children's book author. He also wrote novels, which one of the novels we're going to talk about, his book, The Sweetest Girl, is based from that novel. And also Yanatha has been featured in many media outlets like ABC, NBC, PBS, and also on the HuffPost and so many more. So we're going to be discussing that with Yanatha today. Welcome, Yanatha.
Thank you, Isabel. Thank you for having me.
I appreciate having you as well. And thank you for accepting our invitation. So first, before we get started, I always like to ask my guests, what's their connection with Haiti? I know you were born in Haiti of Haitian parents, but you came here at an early age, right?
Yes, I was born in Haiti, Fort-au-Prince. I came here when I was about 3 years old. And my connection, oh my goodness. I have to say, what really changed everything for me was the earthquake. First earthquake.
Which one?
The one in January.
2010.
Okay. Yeah, 2010. Parce there's a movie called Avatar, and Avatar, they were talking about how the beings felt one with the earth. I'm like, I don't get that. That doesn't make sense to me. But then, when the earthquake was shaking, Kontapsuke, my body was shaking unknowingly. Like, I didn't know there was an earthquake in Haiti, but my body was shaking. And then someone told me, Yanatha, there's an earthquake in Haiti. I'm like, oh, okay.
Where were you?
I was at work at Lynn University.
Oh.
Lynn University. And then as a writer, I just started writing. And then as I started writing, my trembling slowed down. So talk about the connection with Haiti, man. It's deep. It's deep in the soil. It's deep in my spirit. It's deep in my bones. And so with my children and even my wife, it's going to say like my parents would say, she sees it and she embodies it as well. And my children feel Cornet, like everyone says, Haiti's the first Black independent nation, but I tell everyone that's elevated more, because Haiti was the first truly independent nation in the Western Hemisphere, because in 1776, there was a nation that became independent in the Western Hemisphere, but not every man, woman, and child were, only Haiti. So we are the first truly independent nation in the Western Hemisphere. So that connection goes deeper and deeper for me every time I talk about Haiti.
Yeah, because everyone was free.
Yes.
Everyone was free. Yes. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. And you've visited many times after that.
Only one other time when I was about 13 years old. And I bought again, my writing. I've been writing since I was 7, but I bought a notebook with me. And I would write every day, the smells, the colors, the shooting stars. And we go on top of the roof and we just sit there. We hear the ocean and we looked up in the sky. You could see the shooting stars. I never saw shooting stars in my life. I'd heard about it here, thinking it was magic, but Haiti is magical. So.
Yeah. I totally can relate to that. I was born and raised in Haiti. So I came here as a young adult, and those were most of the best moments of my life. It's not the Haiti that we have today. So I have beautiful memories of Haiti, and it's still a beautiful place. we're just challenged right now. Very, very, very challenged. Very challenged.
Very challenged, yeah.
Yes. And I'm very grateful for being raised in Haiti. Very grateful. Very grateful. So how was being the transition for you, having a family that is from Haiti? And I know a lot of my friends who were in that same situation, although living in the US, but considered as a Haitian living in the US, you had a lot of challenges in school, didn't you?
Oh my gosh. I still live in almost 3 worlds. Parce que moi, not parler Creole at home. We're talking Creole at home. And my parents they speak in Creole. I answered them back in English, and like, no, you need to speak to me in English. I mean Creole, like, right? And so they would say things like Haitian, go back to your nation. They would say that I had HBO. I'm like, I didn't have cable television. What that is, But all those challenges, and being Haitian is our culture. Oh, specifically my family. It's not just our culture, but it was our faith, the love of the arts and education.
Mm-hmm.
And so all those things, despite the poverty we encountered coming to the United States, our faith and our love for the arts and education lifted us out of those challenging times.
Yeah. When I hear my friends tell me what they went through going to high school here or elementary school here, I was really amazed. I was really shocked to hear like what you were mentioning, what happened. It was like, wow, I was lucky I was in Haiti.
It was a little torturing, yeah.
Yes. But we, like we were talking earlier, an attitude of gratitude is everything.
Attitude of gratitude, yes.
Yes, absolutely. So you said you started to write at the age of 7. So what prompted that? What was the inspiration behind your writing?
2 things. I went to a public school in PS 135, I believe, in Brooklyn. And in that same year, my Sunday school teacher was shot and killed. And didn't know how to express what I was feeling. Wow. So I wrote poetry about the difference of the demographics changing in school, and then for that led to more poetry. And then for my Sunday school teacher recently, I expressed it to a fictional story called Fragmented Scars. Fragmented Scars is a fictional retelling of my Sunday school teacher being shot, but this time I have an investigative reporter looking into the story. That is a follow-up to our short film, The Sweetest Girl.
That's your latest project.
Yeah, that's the latest project. Yes.
Mm-hmm. So that I have of course researched on you and I've also seen the preview of The Sweetest Girl as well, which is so fascinating to me. And so your stories are based on, of course, your experience. I was looking at your book as well, because as an author, one of The Sweetest Girl is actually one chapter of your book, right?
It is one chapter. Yeah.
So it's based from that chapter. And so where do you go to get those stories? Because I see a lot of pain and at the same time love in your story as well.
Great question. So remember we talked about attitude of gratitude. It is to be human is to struggle, but in our faith, it takes, the relationship I have with my creator, my struggles have turned into strength. My pain has been transformed into purpose. And my tragedies are days of triumphs, but not simply for me, but for those others who are going through or maybe or will be going through those challenging moments, right? Because life is not perfect.
Yeah.
Life is not meant to be perfect.
Yeah.
But we can still have joy in those jamming moments. We could still laugh when we lose. We could still, dance when it's dangerous, right? Life is meant to have a balance of those things, right? Salt and pepper, right? When we make no for legume, right? It's not that great when it's all bitter. It's when we chop up the carrots, the shallot. You don't eat the berries. You don't, right? You don't eat the berries in raw. You cook it. It has to go to the heat. It has to go through so many things to be able to come out as nutritious, as fulfilling, right? And that's what life is. It's things get chopped up. We go through the heat and it's boiled sometimes for hours, but we come out, we can change things if we choose to see it for a purpose. So that's what my book is all about.
Would you say that your writing is cathartic to you?
Of course, it's free. It's cheaper than therapy.
Yeah, it is. It is. It is. Yes. I noticed, like, in your book, you start every chapter with Haitian proverb. What prompted you to use that one for this chapter?
So the proverb is, it says, "Se couteau seulement qui connaît qui sa qui n'a qu'un yam," right? So it's the knife that knows what's inside the heart of the yam.
Yeah.
So if you picture it, where's the heart of the yam? It's deep, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when someone breaks your heart, they cut deeply. And so, yes. Yeah.
Oh, I get it. I was trying to make the connection when I was reading it, and I said, now I totally get it.
Yeah. You have to watch the movie. You see the movie, so others who watch the movie need.
Yes.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Wow. Okay, well said, and great choice. Absolutely great choice. And in the Roads to Redemption, because you have Goodman, is it going to be a series, because you have Goodman Chronicles 1 and then 2, right? Are you going to continue on with more?
I have a world of stories to tell, from the earliest days of Margaret, and not the early days of Grace Leston, who they are, why they became who they became. Again, we talk about the complexities of being human. You know, you're Haitian, but you're again Dominican. It's complicated. But isn't life complicated? Isn't life complex?
Yeah. Life is very complex. It's because you never know what's going to happen next. I mean, we can plan, but and in a novel like yours, you can that shows that is so well portrayed as well, because you don't know what's going to happen next. You hope for the best, as we all do in life, but we don't control what's the next moment. We can't. Yes. So your work is definitely highly influenced by the Haitian culture. Although you were not brought up in Haiti, you came at such an early age. So how did you keep that alive within you? I know you have your mother, you have, like you said, you have your mother, you speak Creole, but you are not in Haiti. So what else influenced you from the culture? How did you stay so close to the culture?
The community. So being raised in Brooklyn, we were raised in Flatbush, very Haitian, very prominently Haitian, and other Caribbean communities. Grew up in a Haitian church. I played the piano for a Haitian church for many, many, many years.
Okay.
And then every time someone would say something about Haiti or something negative, I didn't do some of my own research, and I found out, Haiti's been involved in so many things, and the revolution has impacted so many worlds that I'm like, okay, I need to bleed the red flag, the red and blue of Haiti, right? Even the black and red, because all of that is who we are, right? I tell people, I teach a lot of students who are from South America, places like Venezuela and Colombia. And I always ask them about Simon Bolivar, the Latin libertaire. And of course they all know, but they don't know that Simon Bolivar got weapons and money from Haiti. And that's why our flags are similar. You know, a lot of people don't know that a third of the US, like we would be speaking English, French, and Spanish in the United States of America if it wasn't for the Haitian Revolution. So anytime I look at people who are in the heartland of America, the heartland of America is indebted to Haiti. So now, for me, it is my mission in everything that I do, especially my writing, to incorporate Haitian culture and music and the arts in everything that I do. Well, the writing is the arts. I'm one of five. My grandparents had 10 children, so 5 boys, 5 girls. Music and art is everywhere. So, and
Yeah.
I'm grateful for that. So,
yes, your family is definitely the art is in their heart, if I can say that.
art is in our hearts, exactly.
Because
Yes.
I know your family, so definitely that is so right. That is so right. Yeah, it's my when I was little, and then my family will be talking about your family. It's it was always precious moment. Yeah, yeah,
Thank you.
always precious. And as your first, was that your first book that you wrote with your daughter?
That was our first children's book, yes. And that book was #1 on Amazon for like 36 hours. The print copy and the ebook copy was #5. And that was exciting. We wrote we wrote 2 more children's books. One called Proud to Be. So, and if you had the Haitian, if you had the Juif, and we talk about different Haitians that are doing amazing things. We talk about our food, we talk about our culture, different things that we celebrate. And then my middle daughter, Danielle, she has a comic book that she created. That's on Amazon as well. So we keep writing.
That's
So,
really awesome, because when I find out about that, as I was researching on you, I said, oh, wow, how old was your daughter when she wrote her 5? How did that go? How do you write a book with a 5-year-old? That's fascinating to me.
she's now 14, completely different from my 5-year-old son, because our 5-year-old daughter, she learned how to talk at 6 months, learned how to read at 3 years old.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
So
she was not a true 5-year-old, as we know them.
Yeah. At 5 years old, she was very observant, and she's still observant now. She would, talk about our days. And so that book is talking about her days and being a big sister and what it was like and different things. And so we did it. Why not?
And you can see the difference with your other children, like you're saying, you have a son now who's 5.
Yes, he's 5 years old now.
And it's a different experience.
Different experience, yes, indeed. And then our other daughter, our third daughter, Jolie, she loves to ballet. Talk about arts. She's a ballerina. I think she came out the womb doing ballet because she is spinning and topping all day. So it's a blessing. And then the third daughter, who's she wrote the comic book, she sketches. So that's what she just does it just because. She has no real reason. She just does it. I'm like, oh, okay. Do you?
It's obviously coming from within.
Yeah.
She's expressing what she has from within. Absolutely. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's great. And you do have a conference coming up?
Yes, we have a conference coming up. The conference is called the Week on Haiti Expo and Conference, organized by Marcel Waugh and Dr. Mona Lisa Ferrari. And it's September 29th to October 2nd in Washington, D.C. Tickets are on sale at aweekonhaiti.com. Feel free to go to yanatha.com as well, www.yanatha.com. And that conference has Haitians and Haitian Americans and friends of Haiti and friends of Haitian Americans that are talking about various things from the world of entrepreneurship, entertainment, sustainability, all people from all industries coming together at DC to network, build, and elevate, as we talked about in Candid Creole.
Yes, you just said as you're saying Friends of Haiti, and then now you're saying Elevate, because this is the whole point. One of the reasons why we created Crazy Creole. First, we started with a Facebook group, and which is a celebration of Asian excellence, a private group, and then we wanted to take it to everybody was asking me to take it to the next level. So I said, okay, then we're going to on a global platform. I didn't expect that, but ask and you shall receive, right? And
Yeah.
so we took it on a global platform, and the intention really behind it is, which is our vision, is like we ought to transform the narrative about Haiti, about Haitians. And me personally, I believe we have to first start with us, how we celebrate and elevate each other. Don't expect others to do it for us. And as we see each other in a different light, then eventually the world will also follow.
Yes,
And
the world always follows Haiti. So we have to start with us, right? That's a fact.
yes. So that's basically how I saw it, because when we studied the Facebook group, it was because of things that were said about Haiti that were not so nice. So I said, well, let's not focus on that. Let's focus on what are we saying? What are we saying about each other? What are we saying about our country, our native land? Whether we are who are born and raised there, or whether we are of Asian descent. So let's transform our own narrative, and then also so the world can see who we truly are. And that's basically what I'm doing on this platform, to show our beauty, our talent, and also what we're doing to transform the world and our world as well. So
I completely agree. And so continue to do that. And one of the quotes I often leave with is, success comes with support. We only fail in this life when we fail to uplift one another. So Isabel, you came into this world at 100 miles and running. The reason you're still here is because you're meant to do something. Others will envy you because they don't know it's already written, that your experiences in this life challenges you to make a difference.
thank you. That's really beautiful. And can you tell me what's behind you, what it's saying? Because I can't read everything.
This board it says, believe in yourself, shine on, do what you love. Everything has beauty, even in the challenging places and times in Haiti, has beauty. Dream without fear, love without limits, and imagine. Imagine what we could do when we speak light into ourselves, when we speak light into each other. Imagine when we treat each other well. Imagine when we act on love, we act through love, we act with love. Those things can change, and things are changing. And for those who don't understand it, it's okay, because they're not meant to understand it, and you move on. Right? But for those who want to embrace it, you say, let's go, en aller, union fait la force, and practice. Doesn't have to be perfect, but let's make some progress. So,
We have to start somewhere. We have to
yes.
start somewhere. That is I'm glad I asked you to read it, because I couldn't see everything. I was guessing the rest, but I'm glad, and it's perfectly aligned with what you just said as well. So thank you for sharing that. It's really powerful, because the love of each other is what can make a difference, because it's the lack of love for each other that created what we have in Haiti now.
Correct. Yes, and it's funny when you mentioned that. So I often tell my kids, lack of knowledge of self and love of self is often expressed as hatred for others. So lack of knowledge of self and lack of knowledge and love of self is often expressed as hatred for others.
Yes, because we can only give what we have from within. That is so true. That is so true. I'm going to conclude, I'm going to ask you for a couple questions about yourself and also about Haiti. How would you describe yourself in 3 words?
Compassionate, empathetic, grateful.
Gratitude. Gratitude opens all doors.
It does.
Yes, what you give out is what you receive back. And an attitude of gratitude brings so much more into your life.
It does.
Brings so much more. That's beautiful. And how would you describe Haiti in 3 words?
Beautiful struggle, journey. Beautiful struggle, journey.
And you're also a poet.
Yes, I am also a poet. Yes.
Can you share one of your poem, a short poem with us?
Oh, yes. Oh my goodness. Sure, sure. Oh.
Well, I at first, before I said that, I wanted
Yes.
to say, okay, do you do improv, right? And as I know, as a poet, you know exactly what I mean. So
Yeah, yeah, I have something. I have something. So, yeah, breakfast in the morning was either eggs or generic cornflakes. See, we couldn't keep up with the Joneses because we didn't have that cake. Things went easy in the 80s in New York City. All you saw in the small black and white tube was the mob, kung fu movies, and crack babies. See, mom and dad were working hard, breaking their backs, trying to protect us from the nasty flying roaches, ew, and those disgusting big fat rats. Imagine that. Imagine this, imagine that. Let me tell you where I'm from to let you know just where I'm at. I managed some days to get to school each day, never noticing how the parents paid for the parochial school on Linden and Albany. See, mom and dad were working hard for that money, from driving papers and driving other kids to school. Now I know why I got smacked up when at school. Imagine that. Isabel, Saturday mornings, very long lines like if we were playing the lottery. But the lines that we were in, we were not receiving any money. It was for that powdered milk and those big blocks of cheese. See, as a kid, I was so embarrassed. But I do have to admit that government cheese do make the best toasted cheese sandwiches. Imagine that. Imagine this, imagine that. Let me tell you where I'm from to let you know just where I'm at. As time went on, we went to another city, a place of so-called brotherly love, a town called Philly. See, things went easy in that independent city. I knew 12-year-old mothers with 20-year-old baby fathers. See, I knew 12-year-old mothers with 20-year-old baby fathers. The sheriff, the sheriff was our neighbor, but it didn't make the neighborhood any better. But I'll never, ever forget those days with my pops when we were the ones giving out the government cheese blocks. So no matter who you are or what you've been through, realize in this life there's nothing you cannot do. You just simply have to work hard and believe. Believe me, you will say it, you can do it. There's so much you can and will achieve. You just simply have to acknowledge the struggles of the past that led you through this path and realize it ain't where you're from, it's where you're at. Imagine this, imagine that. So thank you.
that was really deep. That was deep. Beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you. I really, I didn't have that thought in my mind on as we were speaking, it came. And I'm glad I asked. It was it was really great. And we couldn't conclude in a better note. And I also want to congratulate you and everyone who was a part of the Sweetest Girl. You have won so many awards. It's really a pleasure, and I don't want to say pride, it's beyond that for me, to see how far this can go.
Yeah, and we're just getting started. And so
yes.
The awards is a reflection of the impact that we make, and we hope to make a bigger impact. Fragmented Scars, by the way, our script, we're on a script level, has been described or compared to Oscar winners If Beale Streets Can Talk, Moonlight, and Emmy winner Dope Sick. And so that's exciting. So we're working with our agent now to get some funding, to get a lead actress for the role, and only leave it in God's hands. And we got to push forward with purpose. My dad used to say, but I turned it around for 2022 saying, throw your rocks with focus, and there you'll find your purpose.
That's true. That's good. And who's going to be the lead actor?
The lead actor for the role of Lucius Goodman is Genji Jacques, of course.
Genji, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
Yes, that's really great. So I want to say thank you for being our guest today. I really enjoy speaking to you. Of course, there is so much more that I want to ask you about, but our time is short. We can do that another time, or hopefully we can have a second conversation.
Yes.
And is there, where can people find you?
People can find me on my website, www.yanatha, so that's yanatha.com, or follow me on IG at Goodman Chronicles, all one word, Goodman Chronicles at IG. You can also follow me on Twitter at Yanatha as well. So
okay, perfect. Well, we're going to also ask you to subscribe to our YouTube channel and support our mission. We are here to transform the narrative about us and about Haiti. And
yes.
As I always say at the end, peace for Haiti, love for Haiti, and blessings for all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Mal manger and get some medicine.
Mal manger. Okay.